Our next story is about China. It seems to be afraid of Baloch separatists in Pakistan. It's because of the spike in attacks against Chinese nationals in Pakistan. And here's why we are saying this. Today, China has warned citizens against traveling to Pakistan, especially in two of its western provinces. Why is that, you ask? Well, because Beijing has been rattled following the deadly suicide bombings that took place in Karachi on Sunday. 2 Chinese citizens, remember, were killed. Several others were injured in a suspected suicide attack near the Karachi Airport. Let's give you more details here. The latest attack took place right before the SCO summit meeting in Pakistan. The Balochistan Liberation Army, that has increasingly targeted Chinese nationals in Pakistan, claimed responsibility for the attack in Karachi. According to the Chinese news outlet Global Times, the targeted convoy was transporting Chinese employees of Port Qasim Electric Power Company. Now, China is worried. In a statement released on Monday, in fact, the Chinese embassy advised its citizens to avoid traveling to the southwest province of Balochistan and the northwest province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Now, these are the parts that have seen a surge in attacks against Chinese personnel and projects in recent times. And amid the rise in attacks on Chinese interests in Pakistan, Beijing has called upon Islamabad to, number 1, severely punish the attackers, number 2, to plug security loopholes in order to protect the multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan economic corridor. Here's what Beijing's official statement available on the embassy website reads in English, quoting Chinese citizens, enterprises and projects in Pakistan to be vigilant, pay close attention to the security situation, strengthen security measures and make every effort to take safety precautions, quote unquote. How has Pakistan government responded? Pakistan's finance minister Mohammad Aurangzeb has said that the Chinese nationals killed in the Sunday attack were independent power producers and engineers. Aurangzeb also added that the government was in energy debt restructuring negotiations with them. Senior politician Musharraf Hussain Saeed, who closely monitors China-Pakistan relations, has also expressed regret over the situation on social media. You see, this is not the first time such an attack took place against Chinese nationals. In April 2022, the same group had killed 3 Chinese academics and their local driver in a suicide bombing. There are other instances as well. While in 2021, the suicide bombing at the Dasu hydropower project claimed lives of 9 Chinese engineers and 4 Pakistani soldiers. Following this, early this year, Pakistan had announced plans to strengthen security protocols for Chinese workers and took disciplinary action against senior officials for their negligence. In the year 2020, the Pakistan Stock Exchange, partly owned by Chinese interests, was also targeted by the BLA. In 2016, over 60 Chinese workers were killed or injured in Pakistan. Let's now give you a bit of context here. The BLA, which advocates for the autonomy of the Balochistan region, has opposed Pakistan's control over Balochistan, claiming the region is exploited for resources without benefiting the local Baloch population. An allegation that, by the way, has been denied by the state. And over time, BLA's tactics have strengthened, right from suicide bombings to guerrilla warfare that further intensified the tensions around Chinese projects in the region. And in the wake of all of this, China's top espionage agency, the Ministry of State Security, has pledged to step up early warning and anti-terrorism intelligence cooperation. It said that the MSS firmly opposed all forms of terrorism and was committed to supporting Pakistan's counter-terrorism efforts. But what does this mean for the relations between the two sides? Despite escalating violence, the Pakistani government remains committed to strategic partnership with China. Clearly, Islamabad views Beijing as its crucial economic and geopolitical ally. You see, China has invested more than $65 billion in Pakistan's infrastructure. These include key projects like the Gwadar port, power plants and road networks. These investments have created thousands of jobs and improved trade routes, according to Pakistan's Ministry of Planning. Notably, the CPEC has created over 80,000 local jobs, with energy projects adding 10,000 megawatt of energy to the national grid. Recent meetings among members of the security bloc focused on strengthening regional security measures. Therefore, Pakistan does not want to actually irk China for the sake of national interests and more. And it now remains to be seen, can Islamabad deliver on its promise and actually address security concerns promptly? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.